Back in 1818, a young man named Michael Portier was ordained a priest here in St. Louis. And 8 years later, on the church which stood on this spot, he became the first bishop of Alabama and Florida and the first bishop of Mobile. Now, after 154 years, Mobile is returning the favor with interest by providing St. Louis with the 7th archbishop in its history. The archbishop-elect arrived in St. Louis on Sunday afternoon and was warmly greeted by a group of more than 350 people, despite a delay which caused his plane to be late. But he took it all in stride.
I'm sorry, first of all, to have held you up, to be late. Promise I won't be late anymore. But we have a saying down in Alabama that no matter where you go through Atlanta. And there was an old fellow out in the woods one day and was going to be pretty sick, and the priest went out to see him, and he hadn't been coming to church very much. The priest said, "Now, you might be going on a journey soon. We better talk about that and pray over it." And he says, "I don't know much about all that, but I know no matter where I go, I got to go through Atlanta." And so one of the joys of coming to St. Louis is I won't have to go through Atlanta anymore.
On Monday, he presented papers from the Vatican officially appointing him to his new position. This was strictly a formality, but an important one, since his powers as archbishop began when the documents were received and verified. This took place before more than 650 priests of the archdiocese, the largest gathering of clergy in its history. On Tuesday, thousands from St. Louis joined 2 planeloads of people from Mobile at the city's new cathedral for the formal religious installation. Five of America's cardinals attended the ceremony, as well as 800 clergy from across the country. Incidentally, Cardinal Carberry, the retiring archbishop, is no stranger to Mobile. He often came to the Visitation Monastery on Spring Hill Avenue for religious retreats, and during that time came to know Bishop May. It was the cardinal, accompanied by the Pope's representative to the United States, who escorted the new archbishop to his cathedra or chair, representing authority and teaching in the cathedral. Cardinal Carberry then presented the new archbishop with his crozier or staff, the symbol of his pastoral office. In his sermon, the archbishop dealt with 2 issues which were of great importance to him here in Mobile: brotherhood and unity.
We need to hear again how blessed are the peacemakers, and we need to hear it especially at this time in our country. We need to hear again how much we need one another, all of us, who share our rich Jewish and Christian heritage. I therefore pledge to work closely with all the representatives of all the churches and the synagogue who honor us so much today, that more and more we all may be one.
The ecumenical spirit carried through to those in the cathedral itself. 50 Protestant leaders and 4 rabbis also attended the ceremony, which concluded with the archbishop extending his blessing to those who helped him celebrate the day.
Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
While the well-being of the people of St. Louis will be his main concern, the Archbishop has not forgotten those in Mobile.
Well, the one message certainly would be one of profound thanks, Bob, for everything I received in over 10 years in Mobile. I come with beautiful memories, and I look forward to coming back there, back home, from time to time, back to Mobile.
This may be a little premature, but do you see any differences so far between the two dioceses?
It's a little premature, but the main difference is one of numbers. So I would say the basic work is the same, and people are, I would think, very much the same. We find that as you move from church to church, Catholic faith and the Catholic spirit, Catholic people are very much the same. But I would say there's a difference in quantity, not in quality, between Mobile and St. Louis.
For those who made the long trip from Mobile for the ceremony, it was worth it.
Well, I think it's a very historic occasion for a Bishop of Mobile to come to a major United States see.
What did you think of the installation ceremony?
I thought it was very beautiful and impressive.
It was absolutely gorgeous. It was really beautiful. The liturgy was very nice, the music was pretty, and of course the cathedral is just beautiful.
Well, it was magnificent. It's one of the most beautiful churches in America.
Marvelous. I've never enjoyed a better moment in my life.
Beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
Following the ceremony, those in the cathedral moved across the street to the gym of a high school to have the chance to meet the Archbishop personally. There are certain archdioceses in the United States which are traditionally led by cardinals, and one of those is St. Louis. And while a promotion to cardinal isn't a sure thing for the Archbishop, a trip to Rome in the next few years would come as no surprise to anyone. From St. Louis, with photographer Alan Hand, Bob Grip reporting for Journal.